This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
Customer Service Podcast. I am only K.
CM.
Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding?
We have Drake in the building. Oh, okay. Right into it. Affirmative action has been ended through a 6-3 vote against it. Supreme Court ruling. It's over, folks. It's over. Lots of things to say about it. One of the Supreme Court justices to rule against it.
Get in school.
Well, I mean, look, we're going to talk about that too. One of the Supreme Court justices to go against it is none other than Clarence Thomas, who we know for a fact has
Shout out Clarence.
always, at least as far as I know, has always taken a stance against affirmative action, because the way he became who he is not because he was black, it's because he worked his ass off to get there.
Yeah.
And it's well deserved. Affirmative action is a slap in the face to everybody who is gunning for a merit status, like to be the best. This is the end of participation trophies, to quote my man Nick over here.
Nice.
So I think this is a great thing for black people, minorities, all across the board. Let me do one of these real quick. And I hope that it snowballs back into the state of the country as far as professionalism, where it is a meritocracy, because just having people anywhere, we see it all the time. The police these days, they're not here. Not everyone's here to protect and serve. A lot of them are here just because they took a job, and not to say that there's an affirmative action stance there, but what I'm saying is that affirmative action has opened the door for a lot of, people unworthy of professions to get into the positions that they are.
Yeah.
When in 30 years from now, when I need to go to the doctor, I don't want the guy who is my doctor who had to fill a quota at Yale. You know what I mean?
You know what? You get 10%, don't you?
What?
You get 10% off, don't you? Because you're.
Oh, exactly. You got in because there was a space that needed to be filled.
Timmy from Haddonfield missed out, but
He failed.
Little Jamal got in.
Jamal failed geometry.
Were
failed
Jamal's grades A's and A's and A's and A's?
Jamal.
Timmy's were.
Jamal wasn't what
Jamal
Timmy
was a 2.8
But Jamal's
GPA
in and Timmy's
student.
out.
Did Jamal do any extracurricular activities, community activities, things of this nature?
Volunteering?
Not like Timmy.
Jamal wasn't
Volunteering.
playing Operation.
Not like Timmy.
What did Timmy do?
He was over and above, but he just didn't make it.
Timmy was dissecting frogs on his own.
Really?
Jamal,
A little different.
Jamal
Might
just
be
took
straight.
a little backdoor action in there.
And let's
and
not
he's in
go
that now,
in
baby.
too crazy like that.
no,
You know
no,
what I'm
no,
saying?
no.
Did Timmy do any
Timmy didn't go to
accelerated
jail.
classes?
Timmy didn't make any mistakes, really.
Full disclosure, I know a black Timmy. So, yeah, throw that shit in the pot.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, what we're all saying is,
I know a Spanish Timmy.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be a first for me.
PR, too.
That's incredible.
Did me?
Westfield. Westfield PR. You already.
Did me?
Okay.
All right, back to the
Shout out Jamal.
seriousness.
Shout out Jamal and Timmy though.
Absolutely.
Love you both. Great guys.
Jamal, your calling might be something different, but for the people who want to, be somebody. I am somebody. Remember that speech? Now you actually have to be him because you're the best. This is going back to what we were saying about the first black. We don't want the first black. We want the best.
I honestly don't think you make it that far. Like in the sense of affirmative action, if I'm taking the spot of somebody and if your grades are up to par or not. There's certain things like
and we're talking about schooling specifically.
Schooling specifically. When you were in a certain class, history gives me an issue for some reason. These years, these names. It
sends the wrong message.
Math, fucking trigonometry gives me an issue. There's certain things So if you make it to one of these academics like a Harvard, Yale, Columbia, any collegiate school, they're requiring certain things that you should know already. You're not gonna go into a collegiate level school thinking that I'm gonna get away with fucking 5 times 5 is 25. You know what I mean? Like we expect you to know like basic algebra. We expect you to know a little bit of geo trig, this, that, and the third. Anyway, with that being said, I think within that you get like a 2-year buffer. The first year is like you're the quota. Let's see what you got. That second year, if you haven't progressed from basically the end of high school, they ask you. Okay. They don't keep you that whole 4 years. Now those who just get by or who really do something, those are the ones that it kind of sucks for, because it's like, I got here off a whim, but because my environment changed, I was able to progress a little. Some make it, some don't.
But see, school is a funny thing, right? Because
you got to clean that up a little bit, just because like they still work just as hard. It's not like they don't.
But
you get a little
school.
You know what school
I know. I'm just saying, it's like you still have to put work in.
But see, when I was taking 2 days off every week.
I'm not 100% sure about that anymore, right?
I'm telling you.
But look, because the institution of school, the way that system is now. Our generation has seen curved grades. Our generation has seen shit that just, all right, we're going to let that slide. Take this other test.
We got to graduate you. You've been here for 6 years.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you got graduated by force and you came out with a degree that allows you to cut people open and shit.
Do I deserve this promotion or...
Precise.
He worked just as hard as me. Actually, no, he put way more work in. But does he deserve some of my promotion?
Imagine if people started thinking like it'll never happen. It'll never happen.
Fuck no.
But,
gimme.
But that's what I'm saying. It's things like this, things like affirmative action, and I don't know every type of law that has gone out there to make things easier for people or whatever. But they, again, to my point, opened the door for shit like that to happen, because it was a time period where if you got into let's go Clarence Thomas time period, you got into Yale, bro, I'm on your ass.
You get name
you
called.
Better get everything.
They fuck with you too.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
keeping you up at night. I'm slashing your tires so you can't make it to the class.
Oh, you trying to see Shorty who?
There is no extra
you better back.
weird test after class that you can take that's 10 questions long of all softball that, okay, we're going to take this test, you're going to pass this, and we're going to wipe out your worst grade, which was by chance.
We're going to give you a test and forget all the other work that you did this semester, because this is your last chance.
That opened the door, or one of the wedges in the door for shit like that to come through. And then, on top of that, and this is where we're gonna get into the crazies, right? Because I want to bring this in as soon as possible. People do not think highly of minorities, but black people.
Ooh, God damn.
Black people.
Bro, a minority is anybody who's not white.
Right. But see, when you think minority, a lot. Well, not
too bad for the white man. Shit.
Not you or any of us, maybe, because we know what the word minority means. But I would say
minorities.
A vast majority of people think
it's not the majority.
A vast majority of people think minority means black people.
Mm-hmm.
It means somebody brown.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm the good kind.
So check it out. I'm gonna say a couple of tweets, and I'm gonna name drop them too.
Good.
Shame on you. For this is a slice of what people think about.
Shave that Shave that
bell up there. I should have brought it down. Erica Marsh, and you under heavy rapid fire, and rightfully so, for saying some dumb shit like this. Today's Supreme Court decision is a direct attack on black people. No black person will be able to succeed in a merit-based system, which is exactly why affirmative action-based programs were needed.
She basically said you niggas is dumb.
Precisely. That's precisely.
The family home. It goes back to this. It goes back to that. You're fucking,
She said
you don't have enough data on your phone.
Freaking wireless ass nigga.
You're not. Yeah, that's fucked, man.
Somebody else.
That's really fucked.
9mm SMG. This is your.
This is my kind.
Oh, that's his username.
That's his username.
Because that is a weapon.
Yes.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
This is your username.
Jesus Christ.
Call me Beretta.
And this person, I think this person themselves probably more on the
Wait, this
conservative
isn't a
side.
politician or nobody.
No.
I
He's
was
a
gonna
regular
say,
tweet.
like, what the?
He's a regular
Who the fuck
tweet.
is calling
Bro, a
themselves
politician,
that?
9mm
I
SMG
think
would be
that'd be
wild.
I would agree that this is somebody
I can
in
see a far
favor.
right, like.
Yeah,
You
I
know-
would
you know what
agree
I'm
that
saying?
this might be a right-wing person
Let me
in
hear it.
favor of gun laws
Let's
because
see.
they preface it like this. My Democrat aunt, a doctor, just had a meltdown over the Supreme Court decision saying that if blacks have to go by merit, they'll never get anywhere. She then compared being black to being mentally disadvantaged. After her rant, she said, "Oh God, I didn't mean that."
This was they typed. Oh God, I didn't mean that.
It's on it.
Oh, that's
It's on
terrible.
it.
They're
Run-
obviously it's satire.
Nah,
No,
it's not.
It's somebody quoting their aunt.
Oh, okay.
9
Based
millimeter
off- I was
gonna say,
SMG.
that-
No,
be some
no,
wild
shit.
I'm trying to like based off the quote. Unfortunately, it doesn't like give enough info
No,
to the
it
race
gives
to
a
the
lot.
race of that person.
It gives a lot of info.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't to the race of that person. Like I would
They're
want to
an
know if
idiot.
the mom who's a doctor, if she's black or if she's white.
I would go with the white. Your tag name is 9 millimeter SMG.
Doesn't mean
Yeah.
anything. Niggas' names be fucking. I
Listen.
shot and killed somebody yesterday.
I want to tell
You
you
know what I
this.
mean? That don't
I
mean
will
shit.
say the fact that she ended her rant with "Oh,
Oh,
God,
God,
I didn't mean that" hints to me a little whiteness.
To
I'm
me, that
going
hints
to go with that.
southernness or Midwestern.
I'm going to
I think
judge
just
the
like
book by its
Caucasian,
cover.
baby.
No, I asked
Ain't
because
nobody
if
from
the
New York
mom's
talking
a
like that.
doctor and she's black, did she get there because of affirmative action? Or did she work her way? Is she a
No,
doctor?
I think-
or
I
is
don't
she
think
a
so.
doctor? That's what I'm
do you have
saying.
a doctorate or you are a medical?
No, no,
professor?
I mean,
is
no,
she
no.
a
I mean, are you a
chiropractor or a
doctor
surgeon?
in the sense that you slacked off in class and you got here because you're black? Or are you a doctor because you put forth the work and you earned your degree? There's a difference.
There is, but
But
I'm
I
going
can't
to
tell that
say
based off of.
I'm going to say that this is a person. I'm purely judging the book by its cover here. I'm going to say that this is a person that is not black or a minority, which leaves one race left.
Process of elimination.
Fair enough. Process, yeah, process
I'm
of
gonna play devil's
elimination.
advocate. Life isn't fair, but good.
Oh, don't
Go ahead,
do shit
baby,
like
go
that.
ahead, baby, go ahead.
All right, so this is how
It's not fair.
this is how people think. It's a slap in the face. Like you really think that I can't be the best. Like I'm not smart enough to be the best at something. Right.
Yeah.
Going back again.
See,
versus
funny.
we gotta
bro.
go back to Chris Rock because the problem is
mad
they mix
funny.
black people and niggas. It's two different types of
Chris
people.
Rock
Yo,
also has, if
yo,
I'm not mistaken, something about affirmative action.
You know,
Yeah, it's
real
two-
quick,
two
this is a
different
personal
types of
thing
people.
that happened real quick to me. When I got hired, like a long time ago, somebody said like they're like the first thing that came out of their mouth was, "How'd you get that?" It wasn't, "Oh, like, you know."
But you're a different
Any
case.
questions about the interview? Like, you know what I mean? No, like I was like, I fucking interviewed, I got it, nigga. But at the same time, I'm like, wow, like, and this is like,
You
a
should
low-
like, because my hand could cover
This
your
was-
whole face. That's how.
yeah, because I'll
motherfucker-
kill everybody in this office with my bare hands. It's like,
He
no.
doesn't mean that wherever he works.
Nah, but I'm a kid. You know, this
Of course,
is
of
my,
course.
yeah. My name is
shooting the shit.
Daniel. or
Would you
some
say
shit.
your merit was questioned?
Oh, I
But the
Absolutely.
merit doesn't
That's exactly
matter.
what that sounds
But the
like.
thing
Because-
is, it's not like
It's
Ah,
in that
a little
type
bit.
of situation.
A little
It's
bit.
not a what you know. It's a who you know.
yeah.
So that don't even go out the fucking.
And even
Yeah.
goes
those
out the window
situations are
because
in the way.
even if you
And I
were
really just thought about
taking
this
a
because I
spot,
don't want to get into this though. I want to check
the
this
spot
down.
is entry level. If you get what I'm saying. And I'm
Okay.
not knocking
No,
your
no,
job
no,
or what
no.
you do, but
I
you get
know.
what I'm saying. Like
You started
there's
from
no.
yeah.
It's they opened the door for me to go very far and shit like that.
He
got
did
your
the
foot
work.
through the
If
door.
he wanted to, he could have got that.
I'm
But
s-
it was like I know somebody there.
I'm an example of affirmative
You're gonna
action.
You're gonna run
No.
my background
No,
anyway and
You're
see
an
that I'm
example
qualified.
of a referral.
This is just a referral.
You're right.
I have a referral for a qualified person for this position.
But there's kids that
Not
Ivy
like,
League spots
yo,
that
you
like
need a floor done
Yeah.
in
should
your
be next to me
apartment.
and they're not.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go get a guy I've never seen work who does fucking backyard shit.
All right,
Because
shut
you
this
made
down.
an assumption.
No, I
Let's
mean,
shut this down. Go ahead. My bad, Cub.
I mean,
Bring it back,
referrals
bring it back.
are interesting because
Christ.
that also goes into schools and frats and all this. And
I had like a light bulb go
You
off.
know.
I'm like, God damn.
that shit.
We getting lost. We getting
And
lost.
as soon as I was said, "Shatter it."
So, again, to opening the doors to things that are, you know, I don't want to use the word counterproductive,
awesome.
but again, you know, if I'm 60 years old and I need a doctor, I need the best doctor. I don't need somebody who got here because they filled in a slot that had a quota. that
Phoenix
had to be filled.
University.
Right, but going into opening doors to shit, Supreme Court also made another ruling this past week. There is and I like the wording CNN uses here, and I'm being completely sarcastic. I'm being completely sarcastic about this. They named this Christian woman, or I forgot what her name is.
Marshall
One second. No.
Karen Wolf.
Her name.
Barbara.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be
Barbara.
It's very hard to.
While you're
figure out
looking
what
for
this woman's
that,
name is.
hot take: the Little Mermaid should have
Lori
been black.
Smith.
Okay.
Lori Smith.
Ain't
Lori
no pools in the
Smith.
projects.
Hold on, man. Hold
Sorry,
on.
sorry.
Lori Smith. She runs, and this is how they label her, a Christian. She's a Christian web designer, right? And she didn't want to.
That.
Hold on. Let me just finish. What
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
a fucking.
Sorry,
I can't
Cub,
find
I'm-
no dirt on you.
Yeah,
so I'm
this is
gonna throw
CNN.
religion on
CNN.
you. Yeah.
This is a whole pound of salt on this. CNN. So, Christian web designer in Colorado refuses to create websites that to celebrate same-sex weddings out of religious objections. That saying says a lot in itself. If you're a devout Christian woman, of course, because this is in the Bible that this shouldn't be. So you refusing it is your business. This literally is your business. So there was a lawsuit brought up against her, and Supreme Court ruled nah, this is her bitch. She could say no.
First Amendment.
It's crazy that this had to go to the Supreme Court.
It's the second time it's happened in Colorado. First time was a cake for a wedding.
Really?
Oh shit! I
The
remember that
amendments have
story.
been shaky
I
in the
remember
last 20, 30 years.
Yeah, I ain't going
Really,
with
they
you.
don't take that shit too
But
seriously.
yeah, that's I agree.
They don't take that shit too
Because
seriously.
it's because I don't want to bake you a cake. You're gonna sue me. Go get your cake baked somewhere else.
Right. But what
I have the right to.
I'll bake your cake.
This
What I'm
guy.
trying to
Come on,
tie
bring
in-
it back, Donnie. Bring
what
it
I'm
back.
trying to tie in here is that
Yeah, I fell off.
something like affirmative action could potentially lead to laws that say you have to do something for somebody regardless of if it's your business. Like, you don't have the right to refuse people anymore because of whatever belief system you have, or if
Can't
you
say
are trying to run a business that is merit-based, let's say I'm going out and promoting that I have the best, insert profession in all of the land, right? I can't say that if the law is saying, nah, because
You got to take
you got
this
to
type
take
of person.
in these types of people, whether they're the best or not. You got to take what's available. It's like what? So
But then it goes back to it's
I know you got something to say. What you got?
I'm actually kind of going to play devil's advocate
Let's do it.
against the flower shop.
The flower shop. The website.
I'm actually going to go towards with the gay people that sued her, because the way I see it, and also the cake kind of goes into it. No, at the end of the day, if you have a business, you have a business to make money, right?
Yeah.
Anybody that walks through the door should technically be an opportunity to make money,
Yeah.
right?
Of course.
If you're selling flowers are
Well, she's a
very-
website designer.
website design
yeah.
or whatever it might
Yeah.
be. Yeah, even website design, it's very prone to interpretation. You're going to get anybody that walks through the doors.
Say what you gonna say.
If
'cause I
you're
know
going
what
to
you
be
gonna
that religious, focus. Why don't you work with churches then designing their websites? If you're going to stand on that monolith of religion, your business should be solely focused on religion.
Is it not religious based? Because she's a wedding web designer. And if you are Christian,
Bro,
you're going. I know we're in a little bit of the
Destination
fringes here.
weddings technically
I didn't hear that part.
aren't observed by
That's
the church
true.
technically.
That's
You
true.
know what I mean?
That is true.
When it comes to business, it gets
Yeah.
really murky. Because at the end of the day, you can't say you're there to make money. You hope
Yeah.
you make millions off of your business, but then you're shooing away people.
There
You
was
should have the right to
something-
refuse service.
You
There
have
was
the right
something in
if
that
they're
website-
disrespectful.
There was something in that website that she was offended by.
No,
whatever
she didn't make
website-
the website. She was like,
yeah, but they
Nah.
If
They
there's more
asked for-
context.
they asked for a quote from her. So the only way for you not to make the website is for me to find out, because you don't just say, "Hey, what's up? Can I get a website?" No, it's, "Hey,
Right.
what's up? Tell me about yourself. What type of website is it? What color layout do you want? How much are you looking to spend? How many pages do you want? Yada 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 yada." Something was in that website that offended her,
That
because
changes
nobody
things.
just asked, "Hey, I need a website design. Okay, are you straight or gay? Are you Christian, Muslim, Punjab,
That changes
Indian?
things.
You know, nobody
changes
just opened. So there was something that, we want this done for our wedding because, me and my husband, what's your name? James. What's your husband's? Wait, okay. Nah, I can't.
Okay.
So there was something.
Context
It wasn't
matters.
just
Shit
like,
like
yeah,
that
exactly.
Let's add a little context to this because, all right, so in the same article, again, I hope CNN is right here.
Please.
Lori Smith, who runs a company called 303 Creative, sought to expand her business into the area of weddings and wrote a web page explaining why she won't create websites for same-sex couples.
Okay.
So if you've seen that,
okay.
and then you still asked, and then was like, no, you're going to refuse me, I'm taking you to court.
Totally different story.
Right.
Totally different story.
Now, we don't know
There was a
what
stop
the-
sign here the whole time.
Right, we don't know what the
Blew that
interaction was.
Oh,
We don't
there's a
know if
stop
that
sign over there,
came up after the refusal. We don't know.
You went to her looking for trouble.
Right, if that's the case,
that's the
like
case.
you came to her after already seeing that she's like, nah, then you went looking for trouble. But if you went to her and then because she turned you down, she then used that to make this webpage like, this is why I'm not fucking with y'all.
They're bored.
Then, okay, it's not
You got nothing better to
necessarily.
do. What the fuck?
Ain't
a
nothing
nice
wrong with
thing to
being a
do.
little bit of prejudice,
It's not.
bro.
It may not be
Everybody's
nice,
racist.
but you have the right
It's not
to
even
say
race.
no.
It would be
It is,
prejudice,
but-
discrimination.
But it even goes further than that. Nobody likes the other kind.
You might be right.
I'm dead serious. And back to the Little Mermaid thing, though. There's never that should have never happened.
With
Because we could talk about like
You wanna
even
go
like
out,
with like the movies and shit having to have like a certain amount of like
I
like.
didn't
Well, that's
see it.
Disney.
Did you? Well,
Bring
I
myself.
might have seen some wild shit. Is Tom Hanks playing Martin Luther King?
Say it.
No.
Hey yo, hey yo.
Let's get back on
Yo,
track.
it's
Hold
over,
on,
yo.
Don. Hold on.
I saw
Let's get back on
something.
track
Hey,
here.
yo.
I saw like a movie poster. I don't know if I was
That's probably
wild.
some AI shit.
I swear to God, it looked like Will Smith was playing. It was like Tom Hanks that looked like Will Smith who was playing Martin Luther King. That's what it looked like. He was like,
It's probably a meme. It's probably a meme. Let's get back on track.
I'm
Let's get
sorry.
back on track.
But
Will
still,
Smith.
her hair's not staying on in that water.
What?
Go ahead, my bad.
What do you?
I didn't see it now.
Let's get back on track.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Look. My thoughts are out there as far as
You know what I
being
said.
in agreement to the end of affirmative action because just off the plain basis that I think it's better for the country as a whole to be merit based, so that again, I'm of the stance of, and I seen a old interview with Floyd, and Floyd talking about he's like, no,
American.
I'm American.
I
You
love
might
that
call
shit.
me African American. I'm American. I'm from here. And I have that same stand. I'm from here, right? So despite all the
Right
disagreements,
here, right now.
right, despite all the disagreements that we may have with one another, we do have to live here together.
We gotta stick together more.
What we need to do is find out what's important to weed out, and then be in a society that's merit based, so that the best of the best get into these spots that they belong. And it's not even like you're getting into a spot, because if you're the best, you're in there. Like there's nobody going to turn you away because you will just do it on your own.
What are
We
HB?
do it on a micro level. Like motherfucker comes in for a job, first thing I'm gonna do, where's your resume?
Exactly.
You're coming here for these qualifications that I'm looking for, requirements that I'm looking for in this specific job that I'm having you do. Can't have you design a website because the color of your skin and all you know is how to fucking lace sneakers up and play ball. We don't work together.
Right. And
You
that's-
can't come into a cashier register job and you don't know math. And think because like, yo, there's 9 white people here and Indian, I gotta get this black dude. You don't know math, bro. You suck.
We all know
Sorry.
where this stems from, though. So we all know where this stems from. That's the next part.
I'm starting to feel a sense, and I got a little bit of hope for the generation under us, because they kind of see some shit.
They're kind of they're a little
Yeah,
weird. They're a little
I'm
weird.
seeing little things here and there, like,
little weird.
y'all a little off, but
Yeah.
y'all seeing
Like
that there's
one-
things
one
that just
can,
don't make
What
sense.
generation are you talking about? Like the
Conglomerate.
15, 16-year-olds?
I would say them. Yeah.
I'd
they're
say
a
them,
special
them a little
generation. They
older.
hustle.
Them a little older.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
saying
the thing.
anybody under the age of like 18.
21.
Yeah,
20, 21.
like that,
the
yeah.
generation directly below us.
It's retarded.
Something wrong with them.
That's our fault, though. That's
Yeah.
our fault. We
No,
love video games.
No, we had our own thing.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. We
But
definitely
We had
ours
did.
our
was
own
just
thing.
better.
It's on them.
And the people before us would say their shit was
But
better.
you know,
Same
a
shit.
generation is like 15 years, right?
We had 10, 15.
10,
Yeah,
10,
see,
15,
you know,
yeah.
when we were 25 and they 10, we didn't see
We
it. for
had
the-
what they had and what we had. You know what I mean?
You know, it's like I blame me for how you are, but the ones behind
you
y'all,
can't because-
y'all fucked up there. Y'all should've
Because
figured this
there
shit
were
out.
things that were introduced overnight that you can't really, like TikTok. You can't.
Jesus Christ.
We had
That
MySpace.
shit changes
have-
motherfuckers.
yeah,
we
like,
had fucking MySpace. That shit was like mind
Facebook,
altering.
Instagram, and
It's the
Twitter
same
all
shit,
at
though.
once.
TikTok's whack. Bro.
You know, all these, well, not all these things, but, you know,
Vine
the
was the shit,
MySpace, the Facebook, the Twitter, you know, I definitely,
first, that's
I
why.
definitely do believe that a
The
lot of
first.
these programs had like a, not to say a holistic view, but they were of good intention.
Bring
I
society
remember the
together.
beginning of Instagram where
Yeah.
it was just, hey, yo, share pictures of you and your family. Now it's,
What
you
does
know,
your baby look like?
start busting that open. You know, but you know,
and now for a private screening, we call it OnlyFans.
oh yeah.
That's
See,
You want to see my
another
asshole?
thing this
oh my
generation
gosh,
has.
I wanna.
You wanna see
That's
my
a whole
asshole?
Remember the? Remember you on one today? Remember the movie Fifth Element?
Yes.
Where they was.
I said I'm a cream cheese
that's-
bagel. You told me to
that's-
pose.
That was.
Yeah. What are HBCUs doing though?
Didn't some law pass with them recently too? I might be wrong on that one.
HBCUs
What are
allow.
HBCUs doing?
They
That's a
allow
whole-
other. There is no affirmative action for HBCU.
I'm not saying they gotta keep white kids out, but why don't they do more?
They allow white kids.
I'm
it's
saying
not like they have a
but I'm-
quota.
I'm saying that.
You just gotta.
Been it.
You
I'm
just
saying
that
gotta.
might have been that what I
why
read.
I'm
white
saying I'm
kids-
not saying
wanna
that
go there.
they shouldn't be allowed. Like
No, but why
kids-
white kids don't want to go there is the stigma that this is only meant for black people. It's not. They accept white people, Latinos. They accept
I'm not,
other
you know,
people.
that's what
Like,
I'm
it's
saying.
not
Do
just based off
HBCUs
of.
have like
I'm
a
not saying that.
strong
I'm saying what
black
are they
culture?
What are they doing as far as
Like, is there something that when you're in
Yeah.
the campus, you're just
It's
like,
a college
oh, this is-
culture.
No.
Well,
no, it's
They
black
do.
culture.
Some of them,
But
some
it's
of them,
a black
it's very,
college culture,
it's very
so
deep.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
very.
Why don't
There's
they fucking
like
spread?
any
Like,
college, there's history.
let's
You're
make
gonna
it-
know
you know
about
what I
your
mean?
Greek
Like-
letters, your thetas, your betas, your
Yeah.
alphas, your kappas. You're gonna know about the lineage, why this
Yeah,
land
I
was
didn't
here,
know all that.
why this specific land. You're gonna know about the president of the school. There's a lineage behind it, but that's with any college.
Yeah.
Same as if you go to Rutgers, Brunswick. You're gonna know the president,
Yeah.
how this land was founded. George Washington came through here. If you go to fucking Florida A&M, you're gonna know if there was a war there. You're gonna know specifics about that school because you now represent that school.
What?
Schools
Yeah.
are bigger than like race and shit because it's like
Are you-
when you
Yeah,
leave here,
for sure.
when you see another motherfucker from Texas A&M, regardless of you don't speak the same language as me. You got a Texas A&M, I got a Texas A&M, we family.
Yeah.
There's a story, there's a we cross paths,
Yeah.
there's a this day, oh shit,
Yeah.
I heard there's something there. So it's bigger than like
I'm saying
a-
I'm saying socially. I'm saying why don't they come together and make like put together like another college or something like
You
that,
know-
and then put together another college. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to do
There's-
think we
there's
should go
several
on.
Who's
H-
gonna fund
There's
that?
plenty of them, but
there's
I'm
gonna
saying
several
fund
HBCUs.
I think we
Very
could go
high.
in on
Can't get
schools
it- can't get
on
into
like
that.
a
You know what I'm saying?
whole deeper matter.
If you can't
Absolutely,
get into,
because I think
then you have to
affirmative
try another school.
action
Yeah,
might-
Yeah, and you have to.
Oh, yeah.
I think affirmative action might actually stick around longer than we think because that's where it's being pushed is at the universities. You know what I mean? And it's literally the young minds that are forming the future.
Yeah.
Are the ones that are, whether it's from
Against this shit.
professors or, you know, whatever social clubs they have at these schools. That's where, I don't want to call it brainwashing, but that's where the programming starts.
Yes, for sure.
Listen, and school ain't for everybody. Some
not.
motherfuckers is literally taking
No.
up space.
No, yeah,
You know
but
what
I'm
I
saying
mean?
that that's a
Like-
good start. You want to talk about, you know what I'm saying? Like
I feel like, you know, with
working a fucking
certain
janitor
things.
job versus a fucking
Ain't
whatever.
nothing wrong with a trade school.
I didn't say
but
there
you know,
was. I
you
didn't
know,
say
we
there
live
was.
in
They're
that-
needed
this-
more
this-
right now,
This
if you ask
me. For
weird
real.
clout
They really
economy,
are. Yep.
right? And,
Yeah, clout economy.
I'm sure
That's
so
what it
over-
is.
schools for where you graduated used to be the top piece of clout. So
Not
I
anymore
do.
though. Just as long as
No,
you have one.
I
It
think
still,
I think it
it
is.
still
it's
plays
still
a part,
there.
but
It
now
does.
we live.
Not as much though.
It still plays a part, but now we live in a society where I will fact check you. 10 years ago, 15 years ago,
What about
motherfucker
Santos?
like me,
You just show
10 years ago, 15 years ago, motherfucker like me, I could go make a diploma for Harvard, do a little this, do a little that, boom, yo, go get a job here. I
Have it
went to
behind
Harvard.
you.
all I gotta know is a couple little this, and I'm somewhere.
Yeah.
Now you try to do that. Let me see your social.
He just
Let me
got
see
caught.
your medias. Let me see your LinkedIn. Who you with? That shit gets fact checked now. You're gonna get called out when you graduate with your doctorate degree. You go for a job and they ask you something about spina bifida, and you sit there, look at them, and it's like, we ain't learned that in my class.
Yeah,
Like, you
pulls out
just
the
said you came
encyclopedia.
from fucking Harvard. What are you talking about?
Okay, but I'm saying,
Yeah.
God, my bad. Never mind.
No, you killed it.
Now we could go in on
That-
school.
You going on that
we
shit
could go
all
on.
day.
That's not really what I
heavy.
was getting at, but I get it.
What do you mean? Explain,
go
elaborate.
ahead. No, it's all good.
And the whole dialogue of you don't need a diploma.
I'm good. Okay. This was a
It's-
pod and a half.
Nah, we ain't barely
For
scratched
sure.
the surface.
I'm just saying.
You know,
I'm out of breath.
it's really that driving that point home, which is I think this is a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
You know, we needed to get that off, and I'm hoping that becomes like a stepping stone for people to like do better. You know, it's like, yo, you not going. What? It's the thing. Jordan said this a long time ago. You know, there's X hundreds of thousands of people fighting for this job,
Yeah.
and then X amount only make it to college, and then X amount could actually make it to the NBA, and then it's hundreds of thousands of people fighting for
I like
seven
that
positions.
because that's how
something
you
like
get the best.
that. Right.
Boom.
And even if you're not the best, if you're the 30th, you're great.
You're still.
And if you're the
30 from
50th,
100,000.
you're better. Like,
Yeah, I don't wanna
it
be the
gets-
best.
It gets to the point
I just
where
want to be top 10.
you know, if you the top
Top 10 is
9,000 in your class,
goddamn good.
pick another class. Unless you have a passion for that
A lot of
and you
stress
just
for
want
the
to,
first.
you know what I mean? It is what it is. Like,
Then it wasn't
a lot
for
of stress
you.
for the
Everybody
first.
doesn't
Absolutely.
have to go.
You know?
Everybody doesn't have to go and be a heart surgeon.
No.
everybody
but
don't got to go to school.
Honestly,
Don't like.
Everybody doesn't have to go to
But-
school. Like,
no,
I
definitely
remember
not.
my whole thing was like, yo, school, be by myself.
Yeah.
That first
you get trained
semester,
into that.
I know. I was never into that.
I didn't know.
I was never into
Nah,
that.
you get
I
trained
didn't
into
know
that.
I could make my own schedule. I didn't know I'm living by myself.
What was your schedule?
I wake up when the fuck I want. I go to class if I want.
Yeah,
that's
And
you're
it
supposed to
took
sit
me
with
6
the
months to
advisors and all
realize,
this.
like, yo, shit, I get off the pot, and this ain't for me.
Yeah.
So why I'ma come half-ass this when I got rent to pay and shit?
And put yourself in debt.
I get
Put
it.
myself in debt. I'm taking a spot because I'm in this class or I'm not in this class. And I was the last. Literally, you know, we all know how school works. You go to to sign up for classes and they'll tell you we don't have any more positions for this class.
So what about-
You get a motherfucker like me.
But what about someone that didn't have your opportunity? Then what?
What opportunity? I was financial aid.
So
And
was I.
that was even worse
was I.
because I didn't want to be there, and I
Yeah,
knew
I get it.
I was just milking it, taking up a spot.
Well,
So
okay.
I'm a
But I'm
douchebag for
saying,
that.
what about the kid that gets that and fucking didn't go to school for 6 months, is there, and he fucking
Bro, it's not for you.
and he cashes out. Then what is he gonna do? know what
You
I'm saying?
made that decision.
I get that,
If you
but
don't
I'm
want to
saying,
be at school,
what about
that's
that
not
person,
for
I'm
you.
saying? What about
that
them?
person got to find out what they're gonna do with their life.
Yeah, personal responsibility.
It's personal.
I
You have
understand.
to listen. We all
But
have
this is
to
what we're talking about.
accountability.
This is what we're talking about. Affirmative action. The whole fucking, is he gonna get an opportunity or no? Just because he couldn't man it for 6 months or
But
some
see,
shit.
the thing is that
He
you create
couldn't man
the
it for 6
opportunity
months.
for
That's what I'm
yourself.
saying.
The
Then what
opportunity
happens?
was given to him.
opportunity.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Whatever he wants to happen. If he wants to go be a YouTube star, if he wants to go digging floors, start from scratch, make his own business, he has
Yeah.
the opportunity from that
We
point
know.
to
Choices to make.
seek anything he
I'm not
wants.
saying his life is over.
We
but
know.
I'm saying
we
then
know.
what's he gonna do?
We know people
Whatever
in high
he
school
wants.
who knew
Not exactly.
that they
Done.
wanted to be
can't do
somewhere.
whatever.
I wanted
you
to
want,
be a
you know?
football player.
Everybody's
I went to
I get
school.
that.
I went to high school for engineering. I did 6 months in school for business courses.
But we're not talking specifically you. I'm saying the whole picture. I'm saying, what about people like that?
People like that need to find something else to do.
But they can't
They're-
just choose anything.
Yes,
Yes,
you
they
can.
can.
How?
What do you mean?
The
how?
same way you chose
Can I
this
ask
one
you-
thing.
hold on.
You go on Indeed.
Donnie,
you look
how
up a
old
job.
is this
You go
person?
on Instagram.
I don't know. Like 18, 19?
Bro, it's
1918.
2023. Come on.
Bro, you got a
You're
whole-
smarter than me, probably.
You got a
Of course.
whole
Probably
decade
not,
to make
but-
mistakes and figure it
Absolutely.
out.
Absolutely.
If you're in your
100%. I'm
30s,
saying you gotta pick your ass above your shoulders.
What
But
I'm
I'm
saying is,
what about someone that doesn't
to
get the
go
whole fucking?
if you
know
were
what I'm
going
saying?
to pick
But don't you get a
hold
job?
on
No,
if
I'm
you were
saying
going
don't
to pick a
understand,
thing,
bro.
right? If you were going to pick a thing, and you're talking about not being able to get that opportunity, The opportunity is supposed to be given to those who have tried to earn it. So we know in high school,
there's just some people that would just quit. That's what I'm saying.
That's not.
You know what I'm saying?
Then it's not.
It's
Something
not-
is not
there's
for
nothing-
you.
you
There's nothing
quit.
in the form.
There's
There
no-
was not. It was not for you.
You have the option to quit or not to quit.
I understand.
If you decided to quit playing that video game, you can replace the video game with another disc and play something else.
To bring you back to
For sure.
what would you say? Not vocational school.
Trade.
Schools. People are about to find out like next week that there are no electricians. There are no HVAC people, and that shit. If you try to get some done work in plumbing, HVAC, or
It's gonna
electrician,
cost more
that shit
now.
gonna cost you an arm and a leg. 'Cause everybody there is like 50. Like they're all about to cash out, and then there's gonna be nobody, and then everybody once they
trade
figure
schools
it
are doing
out,
good now. They're not doing good.
there's,
Yeah, but
there's no tradesmen. There's no tradesmen.
Everybody goes for a college degree. Fucking
Nowadays,
philosophy and economics
think
when
nowadays.
that shit's oversaturated.
I think the trade schools are getting
They're
more
moving
love.
and hollering
Because
because
now-
Biden's not
We done-
dropping the.
as many times as we had the AC fixed
Yeah.
at the store, there's nobody
What I
that
said
comes
last
in.
week, do you know any black HVAC owners?
Yeah.
Zero.
Owners, I don't know.
Do you know
That's
any of
over.
them
Okay,
under
I'm
40?
saying
deeper,
workers
but-
I've seen.
Yeah.
But I'm saying owners.
No, that I don't know. And there you go.
I'm
There's-
just saying
there's
because
a free
we're talking
one
about
for
that
y'all.
they could. I'm saying like
There's a free one. For
I'm
us.
You know,
sure
that's a black-
in
This is wide open.
predominantly African American.
I'm saying a black
I'm
man.
sure-
A
If
black
anybody
man invented
listens to
air
this,
conditioning.
This
You
is
know what I'm
wide
saying?
open.
Listen,
Get
I'm
into
sure in Atlanta,
HVAC.
if there's 108 reputable HVAC companies, I'm sure there's a large amount that are black owned because of the area. Now, if I'm in the middle of fucking Timbuktu, Missouri, and there's 100 HVAC owners, I'm sure because of the area I'm in, they're probably going to be a certain color.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying about that. It's the bad apples within that bunch that make the grand stereotypes of all fucking shit like that.
But these things, these trades, people are, it's coming real soon. The next 10 years, your shit gonna go out. It's gonna be hot as fuck. You're gonna call. They gonna be like, yo, bro, that shit gonna be like 10 bands.
thing
You're like,
is-
what? Yeah, nobody wanted to be in HVAC for the last
And I got
decade.
jobs
What?
for the next 2 years, so you want me to fit you
10
in this
bands is
schedule?
like a whole unit.
I'm gonna come through in December when it's snowing
Come
and
through
fix
and fix my
your
shit.
fucking AC.
Listen, bro, it's getting to that point where
Shit.
everything's gonna cost an arm and a leg to get fixed.
I think we fucking up right now. We should go in the
And the thing is, there's a money grab. See, Bovid, fucked everything up because
Slovid.
listen, Slovid, Novid,
COVID,
Hovid.
19.
There's 2 years where there's a cash grab. Motherfuckers is giving you free money. Yo, here, I'm gonna give you a 2-piece on this. You sitting at home. Some people started up some shit, this, that, and the third. Everybody's on this bandwagon of like, I can be my own. And it's like, nah. Yo, there is nothing wrong with being a follower as long as you're following the correct leader. There is nothing wrong with that. You can be your own person outside of an organization, a company, whatever. But everybody can't be the manufacturer.
Yeah.
Because then you have no distributors. Then you have no resellers.
I feel like
Bro, you
what you're
killing
trying
Everybody-
to say is
Killing
It's
it.
true.
there needs
Everybody
to be
can't be the chef because you have nobody to serve food to. You
there
get
needs
what I'm
to be
saying?
a return to the collective group conscious, right? Where everybody, we're part of it. We're part of the age, the era of like you do you. We're part of that, and then but our great grandparents, those grands who are of that age, they were part of this is us together. Like we're the group. If I go back to Mr. Branch, my great grandfather, he served in like 5 wars. No, this is not 5, but he was born what?
He's seen a lot of
1916.
combat.
He was born in 1916. He fought in Vietnam. He fought in World War this. And if I asked if he was here right now, he'd probably blow his fucking top. Like the
Be like,
fuck
take
is
me
wrong?
out.
with it?
He wouldn't see this as the country he fought for.
No.
He would be like,
And
yo,
you-
we like he would not.
And you see videos of that, like these old veterans breaking down, crying, like this is not,
It's not what we serve
my
for.
country anymore.
That's not all the work they put in for.
All of that, all the
I'm fighting
death
for
and
this wild
destruction
shit.
people, they seen only for it to look like this. You know, I think there needs to be a return back to the group, to the collective, which is America.
And going back to what you said before, I agree, bro, because I had to pick my ass up off my shoulders, because I was in there late. You know what I'm saying?
That is the craziest.
I had to come correct, like when like the shit, you know what I mean? That light came on, like damn, like what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And I had to, but I just got a big heart. I be thinking about the little guys. It's sad.
I mean, but you
know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just because there's like even when I was there, bro. I've seen
nothing wrong.
Fucking like smart kids that were just idiots.
There's nothing wrong with,
and that breaks my heart.
Feeling for the little guy, but like
I
have a problem with people
I had a moment real quick.
who expect a handout.
I did, bro.
You want to bring it in?
I got a big heart.
After the pod, fuck around, break the table.
Pay it forward. You know?
I just have a
suplex you in a minute.
I have a problem with motherfucking expecting a handout.
Yeah, no. That's not what I
expect. No, I'm not saying that. But like, affirmative
There-
action is like you're expecting a hand. I'm expecting you to see.
I should have had my promotion already. What's going on? Well, you got to work harder, sir.
At the beginning, way
Before that,
getting into school. Like there's people who are like, because I'm expecting you to see me and accept me.
I fight for acceptance.
I don't fuck with that.
Yeah, there is something where affirmative action kind of like, it's almost like,
there's a little entitlement behind it.
I got to back up. And
my
if
backup
you leave
is
it
the
up
color
to
of my
merit,
skin.
Yeah.
if this shit don't work, I got to start something else.
You got
it's just, it brings you back to square zero.
I was having panic attacks off of no backup. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, bro, that's
You know what I'm
life.
saying? Like, I'm like, what up?
Did they, before we wrap this up, did they raise the GPA?
Oh, that I
I
don't
didn't
Is it
hear
now?
that. I didn't hear that.
I asked that because there's this kid in I don't know if it's like Irvington.
Yeah, 4.2 or something.
He's from the slums.
Oh,
anyway,
yeah.
the motherfucker got a 4.2 GPA.
Oh yeah, that's
Right,
perfect though.
and then everybody's
beyond perfect.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
that's all A's.
He's one of them, right? But I think he's like a 6th grader, 7th grader. Anyway,
Teacher
shout
class.
out to him. Shout out to the teachers, the family, this, that, and the third. But the one problem I had was, bro, we've been living here our whole life, damn near. You know how many of these kids I see with that in the newspaper?
Oh yeah.
It's probably the first one I've seen in like 10, 12 years. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Really?
That's
Well,
crazy.
there's definitely
And it's not that he got a high GPA, is that they put it on the thing, and to me it reads at like, there's one in a bunch. We found him. Like, holy shit, we thought
That's
we was
wild.
all bust down.
So it's
I'm
kind of
not
like
cool
a
with
first
that.
black
That's fucking
conversation.
Yeah, when and you just like you throw it there like, look, we got a 4.2, and it's like, bro,
That's,
it's other people averaging 3.5
Yeah.
in their towns and their communities. That's not really. So I looked at it like, yo, good. I'm glad you found them. Like, keep them on the right path. But like, damn, like the way you promoting it makes us look bad.
This is the only one y'all got.
You know what I mean? That's that, and
Work
that comes
harder.
down to like, I'm expecting a handout. Like, yo, I'm
That's
expecting
100%.
y'all to see this. I'm expecting y'all. Okay, and now it's a game because you know who this kid is. All right, well, maybe there's another 4.2 in here. Let me take him. And this guy is a -8. And this is the guy who went and got a doctorate.
Everybody
And
knows
this is
that
the
we're
guy
being,
who's looking at you, telling you,
Taking a stretch
we're going to
here.
have to remove this, that, and the third, blah, 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 and, this. You might not make it, you may, when in reality, it's like, bro, just do this, and you're good. You don't even need surgery. That's the difference. When you go to one physician who's like, nothing's wrong with you. And you go to another physician who's like, bro, the CT scan say this. We did x-rays. We're going to have to send you here and give me some blood work. That's the difference.
Well, see, I don't want to
It
go
gets
too
deep.
deep.
I
in
know,
it.
I know,
Yeah, because
I know.
I've seen
Because
it.
that ties into insurance money too.
Exactly.
He's like, thank you very much.
Because I'm like, yo, I heard some shit the other day, and I was
the
like,
worst.
what? Why am I doing all of this?
That's what your insurance can afford.
All
so
I
it's
needed
slightly
was a foot bath and some Epsom salt. What do you want to do?
trying to take my whole foot. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
Crazy.
Oh boy! All right, but I think we covered enough. I mean, we didn't go into explicit detail. We were not the
There's gotta be
the
a lot
greatest
coming.
political minds that there are.
This is
there's
news from
even
the
more
streets. This is news from the concrete, man.
Yeah,
This is what we're everyday people. We don't wear suits and ties to work. We don't talk in front of a camera daily. We have our own lives outside of this. This is what we seeing. This is how we feeling. People are bringing up their
Sometimes
own families.
you gotta come
in
back.
this.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta come back to reality, son. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
You know,
Pay it forward.
this is the other side, baby.
And that's us, man. It's the Customer Service Podcast. We out.
Yo.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.